Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. Happy Monday. If such a thing actually exists. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. Hopefully, your head didn't hurt too much from, everything on Friday night. Ergo wrestling. That was not my Friday night. That was my way too early Saturday morning, where I was half dead and praying that, the world would end. But I got to go see Steel Panther and it was a good show. So, yeah, it was better than what I could have been doing. But I try not to bash them, but there were some good moments. There was some stuff that hurt my head. Ariel came out with his list of his top 10 WrestleMania matches, which that somewhat hurt my head when I saw some of the things on there. But I mean, everyone's list is different. It all depends on when you grew up to, when you were, started being a fan, all kinds of things involved in that. So I can't really judge them for that. But still, some stuff on there we could talk about quick. But let's get over onto Rampage. Uh, Pretty much had the exactly what we expected between Darby and the Butcher. Of course, he's going to get it. And of course, the Andrade family office is going to come down. And then, of course, in come the Hardys. We all know that they're all going to go at it in an 8-man tag at, some point. It's really just stupidly predictable, really, which is my big problem with it. Because they could do something really good with all of it. It's just we already know what's going to happen before we even get there. And that's kind of a problem at times. So, so there could be a lot more things I could complain about. It's just predictable. One, so duh, we saw that coming. Yeah, wouldn't have a problem with it. But again, most of Andrade's matches, at least give him credit. Those are good. Sting still the hardiest Sting, Darby, like a lot of those guys can go to differing levels. I'd say there's way more experience on the Hardys, Sting, and Darby side of it, and a lot more, fan support, obviously, no matter what, just because of who they are. But now it's just too predictable. So they need to fix that. Red Velvet defeated Layla Hirsch. Really, all I could say is at least that looked different. And the whole black thing, tying your, paint over her eye. So there's, that. Yeah, I mean, wasn't the worst thing, but it wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. Again, they all still need work. We all know this. Not telling anyone anything they didn't know. And obviously, House of Black looked great together in the ring. They put great. I mean, that 6-man tag match was outstanding there, and they all work so well together and bring, very similar but very different things to the group, which obviously we all know I'm a fan of. So that's a good thing. See what they keep doing, and again, it keeps them all busy and working. And we all know who I felt about, Murphy. But most of us thought he was violently, horrifically, criminally underutilized there at the machine for most of it. He was great. I mean, had great matches again as cruiserweight champion. I say it repeatedly, but they're mostly on the pre-show, so a lot of people didn't see them. And otherwise that whole Seth thing, but it's just one of those things where it was better that he left and they found a perfect spot for him to go, which is really, really, really good. I'm sure there are a lot of people that had something to do with that, but that was great. I enjoy them together, the House of Black. What they put together there is good and it really works. So no, can't really complain about that part of it. And then still want to see what they're going to do with Keith Lee and Swerve now that he's there after he made the save. I mean, he made the save with the chair and then got the ring and threw the chair at them. So that was, is what it is. But, see how they go with that. Again, Swerve, like, look what they were all doing in the machine down in NXT. And they called them up, and inside of like 15 seconds, like all of that went down. It was just Graph Pick on him made a big deal and then gone, which, I mean, we all probably know how I feel about that. I thought that was, they did them dirty. Really, I mean, they called them up. Well, they signed the main roster contract, so their non-compete went from what, like 30 to 90. Like, so that was convenient, I would say, is the term. I think that it was dumb to do it like the way they did it. I thought they've been doing a lot of dumb things lately. So yeah, we all see that, but very talented. And they have a lot of guys. The roster just keeps getting bigger. So, again, acquiring Ring of Honor, hopefully, guys can go there and they could have somewhere to send people. I mean, they send people, people work all over the place, but there's so many people. It's like, what the hell are you going to do with everybody at this point? And that's the big problem with all of that. But moving on to SmackDown, I mean, really, there wasn't, a lot there, that you didn't see coming or anything like that. I mean, having Kofi lose to Ridge Holland, after the whole broken neck thing, like, I don't know, I didn't like that. I thought it was dirty, because still had Kofi win and then get mauled afterwards by them, but yeah, I'm not the one making the decisions. I just, still giving them the push on it after what happened. I don't like it. I don't like them. The women's tag team, like, we haven't liked that division. I mean, they started out making it so important, and now it's just a joke. But they did add Shayna Baszler and Natty to the women's tag title match at Mania, like I called, everyone else I'm sure called. We all knew it was going to happen just to get more people on the card. So now Natty gets, WrestleMania match again. Shayna gets something to do. It's a way to use the people, but they started out like this big prestigious. Here we go. Look at this. We finally have them, and they've literally just turned it into like a joke. It's like the 24/7 title. I mean, it really is. It's just like a parody of a title. I think they deserve better. I think they could do better with it. We all do, but they just, I don't know. Like the women's tag team, like, thing is just kind of garbage. I mean, look at last year. What do we remember from their women's tag, title match? Qualifying one. All we remember is someone falling in a wardrobe malfunction, which I missed. Otherwise, like, you can't tell you anything else that happened either in the qualifier or really in the title match. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think, like, who was it? Like, Tamina and Natty, maybe? I don't know, but like, that's what we're all sitting on. So it's really, a shame that that's what I mean, because they could do it and make it seem like it actually mattered, and they just don't. So I'm not looking forward to it. And I knew they're going to add more people, and they're probably going to keep adding people because, they got to get people on the show, and it's just what they do. Hopefully, they don't keep, doing stupid, but I mean, would anyone be surprised? I mean, that's just what they do. They can't help themselves. I mean, that's what I got, really. I mean, like, that's just, it's a shame what they do to them, but at least people get on this card, I guess, as long as they don't put, the SmackDown tag titles on, the SmackDown beforehand in that hour that they have instead of, the main card, which I thought was just showed you how much they cared about those last year by having them not even on WrestleMania. I was doing them dirty too. That was just filling the SmackDown to get it over with so they didn't have to do anything. That's all it was. Women's qualifier should have been on there. But as I digress, Charlotte got the best of Ronda again. We all know how it's going to go down at Mania. She goes through an announce table this week. Everything happened last week. I mean, we're all pretty sure they didn't bring Ronda back to lose. So what else is she there for? So, we all know how it's going to keep going. It's just the way it is. I just hope that the match is good at Mania. That's all I can ask for. And Brock laughing and smiling again with the forklift, flipping everything over, ripping door, like, just Brock having fun, smiling and being Brock. Like, I like it. I dig it. It's a good thing. Just because he was the same guy for so many years, like, he's still that same guy, destructive, doing all kinds of stuff. Just now he's being nice to the fans and talking and just not being just a total monster. So that was really, so I dig that as well. You guys don't have to, but I do, and I think it's just a good change of pace. Because again, how long has he been back now? It seems like forever. And he was that same just beast. where you never saw him. Heyman did all the stuff. He comes in, throws people around, and then leaves. I mean, he's doing a lot more TV time here, and I'm enjoying it. What title needed to be there or not, I'm still enjoying it. So, you can't really complain about that part of it. There's some dumb going on, but I do dig Brock, smiling, joking, having fun. But now that brings me on to Ariel, I believe he's a UFC guy from on ESPN, but his top 10 WrestleMania matches: 10, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. I'll give you that. Charlotte Flair, Becky, and Sasha. And number 9, I'd say Bianca and Sasha was better just because the botch in there when the ref started the count before Ronda's shoulder was down. So that took away a lot of that. So I'd flip flop those two. Ric Flair, Macho Man, give you that. Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, give you that. Razor and Shawn, definitely give you that. Edge and Christian, the Dudleys and the Hardys, yes. The Rock and Hogan, I wouldn't put that at 4 personally. For the moment and what it was, yes. Match wise, no. But those two icons locking horns, we all know the history and everything that made. It's just match wise, nowhere near my top 10. That's a great moment though. But Bret and Stone Cold, yes. Macho Man and Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. Go back and watch it if you haven't, but we all know what that was, how much they planned that meticulously. That was epic. One that it'll never be duplicated, no matter how many times you try to do it. It just can't be that was that good. And then his number 1 was Bret versus Owen. I definitely, in my opinion, Macho and Ricky was better. Again, there's also Shawn and Taker put on some matches. 1 was great, 2 was amazing. Those matches, I think, should be on there. Those were really, really good. Even the whole story behind the Hell in a Cell with Triple H, Taker, and Shawn as the referee. That was a great story. There are some great stuff in there that I think, again, everyone's list is different though. It depends on when you watch it, what you like. Those are some things I would throw in there. Just again, match wise, those are some great matches and great stories. And it's my thing. Again, everyone's different, but Rock Hogan, I'm sorry. Moment wise, yes. Match, no. And again, number 9 with the triple threat main event with the women, first time ever. Sorry. Close to it. Next time around. Whatever though. Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. That was the one in Dallas. That's not even the one that main evented that night. Even worse. The one that main evented the night was better than that, and then Bianca and Sasha was better than that last year. See, there we go. He's got me all confused as I'm reading this. Just again because The Rock and Hulk Hogan. No. Moment wise, yes. Match wise, in my opinion, hell no. But with that, I'm going to end it. Nice, quick, to the point. I'm sure I'll be on much longer, I believe Thursday, just because, again, we got Raw 2.0, Dynamite. That's a lot. So I'll have a lot to go over there. But again, there wasn't really a lot on Friday. No offense to either show. This is when SmackDown's supposed to be getting better. And Rampage, we all know, is hit and miss, but there wasn't a lot. Sorry. If you think I missed some stuff, please, again, let me know. But just wasn't a lot. Brock was Brock. Kofi lost to Ridge. Charlotte did Charlotte thing, and they added people to women's tag. A lot of the normal. So, at least I laughed, though. At least watching Brock have fun flinging things, for some reason, it still makes me laugh. And that's the important thing out of it. Even if there's a lot of stupid out there, at least it made me laugh. And that is all that matters. So I'm going to jump off. I'll be back Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for, watching, listening, giving me the time of day. Don't forget, follow along on all the platforms. something simple, going on YouTube or Rumble and just, liking each episode, throwing a few words under there helps, boost it so more people can, see it and it can grow it. Or on Rumble, share out the audio on the Facebook page. Or it only takes a few seconds and it helps out immensely to keep the numbers growing. And I appreciate it. I'll be back on Thursday. So enjoy the rest of your week. Don't let whatever they do on TV hurt your head too much, because we know it's going to. And until next time, my friends, peace.